Government will plant 25 crore trees in 5 years. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman to inaugurate the nationwide program by next June. Bangladesh Bank introduces low-interest pre-shipment loan for exporters to boost trade and production. Government raises fuel prices after long delay, considering the interests of farmers, workers and low-income people, says Finance Minister. Government working to develop a new framework combining freedom and objectivity for media, says Information and Broadcasting Minister. Government to ensure religious rights for people of all faiths as part of BNP's 31-point reform agenda, says State Minister for Information and Broadcasting. Amid ceasefire talks, Tehran receives first tanker payment as Pakistan, Oman and Russia engage Iran diplomatically. Israel-Lebanon ceasefire extended for 3 weeks, while Trump says no deal with Iran until it serves U.S. interests. And Bangladesh women's hockey team secure a historic victory, defeating Uzbekistan by 3-2 in the Women's Asian Games qualifiers in Indonesia. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to News at 10. I'm Mahmoodur Rahman. Those were the headlines. Let's move on now to the details. Forested and tree-covered areas in the country are steadily declining. To restore biodiversity in these shrinking forest zones, BNP included a pledge in its election manifesto to plant 25 crore trees. To implement that commitment, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is now preparing to launch a project worth around 1,500 crore taka. The initiative is scheduled to be inaugurated in June by Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. People concerned said that the program will be implemented in 3 phases, short, medium and long term, over the next 5 years. They added that the effort is expected to help protect Bangladesh from the adverse impacts of climate change. Bangladesh Bank has launched a low-interest pre-shipment loan facility for exporters. Out of its 10,000 crore taka export support pre-finance fund, 5,000 crore taka has been allocated for this purpose. Banks will be able to borrow from the fund at a 2% interest rate and lend to clients at a maximum of 5%. Exporters can use these loans to cover expenses incurred before shipping their goods. The central bank's decision has received a positive response from exporters. Businessmen said the availability of low-interest loans will help revive export trade, which has been facing prolonged stagnation. They said easier access to funds will help business pay workers on time, even during the global slowdown. It will also help reduce labour unrest. Bangladesh Garment Manufacturers and Exporters Association President said the government led by Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has taken prompt and positive steps for export-oriented sectors since assuming office. He added that the 5,000 crore taka fund at a 5% interest rate will significantly support businesses and help boost exports. Bangladesh Bank mentioned that export-oriented sectors, including the ready-made garment industry, are under pressure due to global economic uncertainty and ongoing conflicts in the Middle East and Europe. The pre-shipment refinance scheme has been introduced to sustain export growth, keep production running and increase foreign currency inflows. According to a circular issued on 9th April, all banks in the country will be eligible to access the fund. The scheme will remain in effect until December 2030. A single organization will be able to borrow a maximum of 200 crore taka, including interest at any given time. Finance and Planning Minister Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry has said no scope to say that there is no energy crisis in the country. It is not a crisis in Bangladesh alone, but a crisis around the world, he added. The minister said that even though the price of fuel oil has increased across the world, In Bangladesh, considering the farmers, labourers and ordinary lower income people, the government has increased the price slightly after much delay. The Finance and Planning Minister said this, replying to questions from newsmen at the inaugural programme of Saraswati Gyan Mandir at Chattogram University today. It is the country's first Saraswati Gyan Mandir. Speaking at the programme, Finance Minister Amir Khosrow Mahmood Choudhury said establishing a temple on a university campus reflects the spirit of unity in diversity, adding that tolerance, stability and humanity are vital for national progress. Describing Chattogram University as a promising institution, he encouraged its leadership to take initiatives to elevate the university to higher national and global standards. Chattogram University's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dr. Al Furqan, presided over the function. State Minister for Land and Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs, Barrister Mir Mohammad Helaluddin, Prime Minister's Special Assistant Bijon Kanti Sarkar and Prime Minister's Principal Secretary ABM Abdus Sattar were present, among others. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapun has said the government has taken an initiative to develop a new framework to ensure a balance between media freedom and journalistic objectivity. He said this while speaking at a programme marking the 35th founding anniversary of the Daily Star in the capital this afternoon. The minister said the country's media sector is currently facing significant challenges and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting is actively working to address them. He expressed hope that all media outlets in the country would move forward through responsible, ethical and objective journalism. Zahiruddin Shapun said the Daily Star has established itself as a credible and influential institution in Bangladesh's media landscape over its long journey. He added that the newspaper's resilience and professionalism, particularly in overcoming recent adversities and attacks, reflect its strength and commitment to journalism. The minister extended greetings to the members, officials, employees and readers of the Daily Star on the occasion of its anniversary. State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Yasir Khan Choudhury has said, as part of BNP's commitments, the current government is working to ensure the religious rights of people of all faiths. He said this while visiting a temple at Nandal Upazila in Mymensingh today. Yasir Khan Choudhury said, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman's government is following a policy of distributing allocations equally among all religious institutions, including mosques, temples, churches and pagodas. He said the government has adopted the principle religion belongs to individuals, but the state belongs to all. The State Minister emphasized that the government is committed to ensuring that every citizen of the country can practice their own religion freely and without obstruction. Later, he attended the final match and prize-giving ceremony of Gold Cup football tournament at a primary school in his constituency in Nandal. During the event, Yasir Khan Choudhury said, development of sports is a key aspect of BNP's electoral commitments. The government is taking various initiatives to encourage the younger generation to engage in sports, he added. Local public representatives, teachers and students from educational institutions and sports enthusiasts were present. State Minister for Public Administration Muhammad Abdul Bari has called for preventing the wastage of state resources and utilizing them for the welfare of the people. At the same time, he urged government officials and employees to perform their duties with responsibility, integrity and efficiency. He made the remarks at the closing ceremony of the 5-month-long BCS 141st, 142nd and 143rd Law and Administration course at the Civil Service Administration Academy in the capital. The State Minister said that women's empowerment is currently one of government's key priorities. He emphasized that by utilizing women's talent and skills, they can play a greater role in nation building and the country's development. He also stated that necessary measures should be taken to ensure that trainees can quickly join their workplaces after completing training, making the administration more dynamic. He added that there must be changes in mindset and improvements in the surrounding environment. Highlighting the importance of integrity in professional life, he said that people still respect administrative officials. To maintain that respect, duties must be carried out with honesty, dedication and efficiency. Special guests at the event included Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Public Administration, Mohammad Ehsanul Haq, Rector of the BCS Administration Academy, Dr. Mohammad Altaful Alam, along with trainers, trainees and other officials. Bangladesh has called for urgent global action to narrow the widening SDG financing gap and build a fair, inclusive financial system while seeking a smooth and sustainable graduation from LDC status. The call was made by Bangladesh Permanent Representative to the UN, Salahuddin Noman Chaudhry, while speaking at the general debate of the United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC, Financing for Development Forum 2026 at the UN headquarters in New York on Thursday, said a press release received in Dhaka today. Chaudhry said geopolitical conflicts, falling official development assistance, climate shocks, trade barriers and energy uncertainties were shrinking the policy space for developing countries. In this context, he said Bangladesh sought an extension of its LDC graduation preparatory period to ensure a smooth and sustainable